Well, hello everyone. Welcome to another one of my interviews for our Survive and Thrive campaign. I have an absolute gem of an interview coming up right now. I absolutely love this person. We've been friends through our kids back in the days of when my daughter and his daughter went to primary school together. And Akambo, they've been a client of ours for the last 10 years, and I've got a great relationship with Anthony Kapetanovic. So Anthony, I'd like to introduce you to our network. So introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your business.
Yeah, beautiful. Thanks, guys. Very nice introduction. Yeah, as you said, we've been probably mates a lot longer than we've worked together, but I think that's a good connection to have when you're trying to work and do good commercial things at the same time. But yeah, so as you know, we run a financial services business, Akambo Financial Group. We're based in Collins Street in the city, and we provide financial advice to clients. Obviously, we get a lot of our clients from a lot of our partners, mainly accounting firms. So we've got about 60 odd accounting firms in our network that are either advisors under our banner or they refer clients into our financial advisors to give advice. And obviously, in these crazy times, financial advice is obviously one commodity that seems to be in reasonably high demand. Everyone reads the news. First thing that happened, share markets dropped 40%, or 38 to be more precise, and people worry. And the media love to beat it up as well. So from that perspective, our business has been something that's continued to, I suppose, business as usual is something we use all the time, or e-business as usual is something we try to use.
Yep.
So we've managed to adapt both the way we interact with clients. But also our business practices with staff we've adapted to those relatively rapidly. But it's been good. There's been some good findings, good learnings, I think it'll change the way we operate into the future, probably for the better, to be honest. So out of this very very average situation comes something that we can see as an opportunity, the way we operate going forward.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And your team, I mean, you've got a team of, 25 staff, I think, around that mark?
It's about 35, give or take. Yeah.
Give or take, yeah. Sorry, I was a bit off there.
10 here, 10 there.
10 there.
Yeah, no, but look, and they've been fantastic. I mean, we've always had a great team. The culture in our business, we've always been really pleased and proud of what our culture's like. I know everyone probably says that, but we had a fantastic external group do a propensity survey on our staff. I'm not sure if you know who they were, but it was a great exercise, and we learned a lot. But yeah, look, we went on a roster system very early, and then prior to a lot of the lockdown, we felt the welfare of our staff was probably being compromised due to public transport and the like.
Yeah.
So we went out to them and said, look, if anyone wants to stay at home, this was initially, please do so. We facilitated all the technology and whatever else they needed, and then once it was looking like this was getting a bit more serious, we just shut the office completely. So no staff were going in. That's probably a good nearly 6 weeks now, I'd say. Yeah.
What was good is we did do that employer and staff satisfaction survey, and one of the things the guys wanted was flexible work arrangements. Well, they've certainly got them now. They've got a good taste of that, haven't they?
Be careful what you wish for.
That's right. Yeah. And I think, there's no doubt, your business is going to be hit hard, obviously, with this crisis that we're on. And, we don't want to see any business, fall short or fail or go under or anything like that. Certainly not saying that, Akambo is going to do that, because we just had a conversation before. But what have you put in place to survive to help your customers?
Yeah, look, I think, again, fundamentally, there's two sort of elements to our business. One are the client-facing advisors that they're in high demand. Obviously, we've got about 1,600 clients who we manage money for. So there's a bit over $1 billion that we actually invest on behalf of our clients. So the first thing is that they ring their advisors straight away and they want to talk to them. So they're at the front line, and they're the guys that we make sure we support really heavily. And then there's all the support staff that are behind, supporting both the clients and the advisors in terms of what they do. But we just got innovative, really. I mean, amazing. Each advisor might have 150 clients. We help them facilitate go-to meetings for all their clients. So where they normally would have interacted with a client one at a time, we were able to create environments where information sharing took place through the e-means, and clients were able to log in. And then obviously from that, and it might sound surprising, I mean, why weren't we doing this before? But, necessity is the mother of all invention. And, this was just a fantastic way to interact. And then the client feedback was fantastic. So clients were easily accessible, and they could access the information. They got, as we are now, they were communicating directly with their trusted advisor, and they were able to get the information they needed. So the advisors have really stepped up the tech, or the use of tech, and they've done it all. I mean, we use Microsoft Teams internally. They've used GoTo, they've used Zoom, they've used WebEx. You name it, we'll use it.
Yeah.
And clients have, I think they've seen the novelty sometimes as a good way to do it. The advisors are very engaged. So that was certainly a key element of how our business has moved forward in that regard. So as I said, it's quite business as usual for us because our clients need us at this point in time. I know it'd be a bit self-serving to suggest we're an essential service. We're certainly not that, but people do worry about their money a lot. And the first person they're going to turn to is their accountant or their financial advisor, and sometimes it's one and the same. So the other element that has been really pleasing, our team leaders implemented smart sheets quite early. So on a daily basis, our operations staff and customer service staff can log their interactions either with clients or what they're doing on a regular basis. So that was really done commercially. That was done to understand what was happening productivity wise and whether or not the efficiencies were dropping away. But it also gave some amazing insights to our team leaders. Some staff were doing things they weren't necessarily even aware of, or they were taking a lot longer with tasks that we weren't really sure of. So the team leaders have found it quite refreshing to be able to identify which staff are doing what, being able to support them differently, cutting some more slack than they maybe would have, and pushing a few others to be a bit more productive. So they're interacting 2 to 3 times a day via the Teams, Microsoft Teams, and every night we get reports on via smart sheets on what every staff member is doing. We're tracking trends as well.
Yeah, I think that's brilliant. I mean, when we did that employer and staff satisfaction survey, there's no doubt you got one of the highest scores we'd seen in a long time. So you got great team, great culture, and just a really good, well-oiled business. If I can say that, you can just feel it when you walk in. It's got this vibe about it that it's success. You can really feel that. If you've got your coaching hat on right now, and you were coaching another business out there, what would be one thing that you would sort of recommend that's working for you that could help others?
Yeah, look, it's a hard question to answer. One thing, me, mate, I could sit here and talk for days if you like. But look, I think the one thing is for our business, being a personal service business, having the ability to understand what our staff were doing remotely was really key to us. So having some oversight around productivity, efficiency, and welfare. Fundamentally, are they okay? Are they getting up out of their chairs? Yada yada. So seeing the end of day reports on what people are doing really allowed us to be proactive in supporting them and maintaining the efficiency. So if we were producing a particular widget, okay, well, we need 50 units of this by midday, perhaps a little easier to track. But when you're relying on someone's exertion around how many clients did they speak to and how did they help them, I mean, it varies dramatically. So it's just been being able to get that oversight using a new technology has been fantastic, and it's given us these insights in terms of what we'll do tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I think it'll fundamentally change the way we run a personal services business. But use technology to enhance your efficiency and the welfare of your staff. That's probably the tip I can give.
Yeah, beautiful. And for someone who's watching this who actually want to get in contact with you and your company, what is the best way to get in contact with yourself or Akambo?
Yeah, look, sure. Obviously, the website, akambo.com. I think that's the website. I don't tend to log on my own website that often.
Yep.
So that's one way. Obviously, contact at akamboprivate.com is an email. Clearly, a lot of clients are inquiring around, how to invest in the share market now that it seems cheap, apparently. Not sure if it's cheap as it's going to get yet, but a lot of people are inquiring. A lot of people are confused as to what their options are in terms of access to super. So they're the areas that we're spending a lot of time on with clients and making sure they appreciate that whilst there's a lot of news out there, the performance of their superannuation may not be as bad as perhaps they're expecting. So that reassurance and comfort is something clients really want to hear right now. So feel free to touch base, and we'd be more than pleased to help.
Yeah, and look, we'll put all your details up on the back of this interview so people
Thank you,
can.
mate.
Yeah, of course we'll do that. And
at least you know what they are.
Oh, that's right. And I think, look, one thing I just want to sort of finish off with, I've been really on pushing the bandwagon with a lot of webinars of recent, especially around compliance, and getting the advice from the people who know what they're doing. Right. And if there's anyone out there that wants to know about the share market or wants to know about, financial services, you are the company to go and talk to without doubt. So we'll put your details up. And as always, thank you very, very much for doing this interview.
Beautiful.
With me. And I'll look forward to catching up with a nice meal and a red wine once this is all over. All right, mate.
Stay safe, my friend.
Okay. Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers, mate. Bye-bye.
See ya. Bye.